Hi, I'm Rob. This is Gems of War, and it's Guild Wars last day of war, War 6, and it is Green Day. So we must pick all troops using green mana in our team to maximise the points. Right, and we have Savage Hunter, Arachnian Weaver, Doomed Libram, and Moonsinger team in Thief class. This is, well, it can be a tricky team to fight because Savage Hunter is really dangerous, places Hunter's Mark on enemies when doing skull damage, and does double skull damage versus green enemies, so that is really going to hurt us badly on skull damage, so that needs to be sorted out. And a spell is to deal, in this case, 55 damage, and if the enemy uses green, deal a triple damage. So really bad news against green regarding skulls, so we need to fix that. As well as that, they have Arachnian Weaver, really good troop. Webs all enemies, deals true damage to the last two, and if they die, explodes 15 gems, and a really handy set of traits as well. Stealthy, cannot be targeted by spells, it's impervious, so it's immune to all status effects. And it has a 75% chance to summon a web spinner when an enemy dies, so that's really cool. And the Doomed Libram deals scatter damage and then a mix of 6 green gems and skulls for every green enemy. And they know we're going to be using all green, so that is going to be the maximum amount. That's going to create an absolute ton of skulls, and if their Savage Hunter connects with them, it will literally wipe our entire team out one skull hit after the other. So we have to deal with that, and it starts with 50% mana too, so that is really good, and I presume it's stealthy. And it's stealthy too, so cannot be targeted. And Moonsinger starts with full mana and going to convert purple to green at the start. So how do we defend against this? Well, it's actually fairly straightforward, but all we need is a couple of things to go in our favour, or actually not be unlucky with, basically. Because to defend against the skulls, all you need to do is entangle the first enemy, and it doesn't matter how many skulls they produce, we're not going to get hardly damaged by that at all. And to counter the fact that they're two most dangerous, well, I say two most dangerous, Savage Hunter is technically the most dangerous if it gets a lucky cleanse, but these two, Arachnian Weaver and their Doomed Libram, both being stealthy, the way to hit them is with damage to all, i.e. something like a King Gobtruffle or a Queen Beatrix. Can do this with Queen Beatrix. I could swap out a Wild Queen for a King Gobtruffle, that'd be really reliable, but I want to try and hit these guys back with skulls just to give them a taste of their own medicine. And I'm going to start an Archer class. I'll show why in a second. I'm going to go with Essence of Evil because that is a really good weapon to chuck on somebody who is particularly dangerous, and this is going to work on Arachnian Weaver. He won't be able to be targeted at first because he'll be stealthy, but if we can get rid of these two, then those two will suddenly be targetable. So this is what I'm going to go with. Leprechaun starts with full mana and explodes green gems. Queen Beatrix has a cleanse, which is really good, and creates a big mix of green and brown and does a true scatter damage. Wild Queen does stealing attack and then gives a big mix of skulls and green gems as well. Obviously this is kind of playing into the hands, you would think, creating all these skulls and green, but providing we keep that first troop entangled, it should not be an issue. And one of the main reasons I'm in Archer class is we have a 50% chance for skull damage to be lethal. We start battles with 50% mana. Root Trap is really important, entangling the first enemy at the start. Like the only way this can go wrong is if they get a lucky cleanse literally at the start of the battle or very soon, and that is the only way this can really go wrong. And even then, hopefully I'll have this charged up and we can throw it on them again anyway. So we've got to be pretty unlucky for this to go wrong, I think. And I'm going with a Medal of Anu and a Medal of Orpheus. And the banner for this will be +2 green, +1 purple, and -1 red. Alright, so let's jump in. Savage Hunter should start entangled. And there it is. The Moonsinger is ready. Purple to green. I'm actually not too worried about that right now. There's no 4 matches for us. Can't create any either, but there was a really nice mix of green. It's like really spread around nicely. So this is going to give a really steady, good amount of mana for our team by casting a Leprechaun. They're still entangled, so don't have to worry about these skulls right now. Really important you keep an eye on that, because when the cleanse kicks in, if you didn't notice it, you could be in for quite a lot of bother. Right, now multiple choices here. You can either cast Essence of Evil, but remember you can't cast it on these two because they're stealthy. We can try and spam the bee, but because there's a really good mix of skulls and green everywhere, I am going to cast Wild Queen. And that's that taken care of. Really good. Now we've got 124 attack. He's impervious to the status effects, but doesn't really matter. Got Wild Queen up again. See, rather than get Leprechaun up with this, I'm preferring to leave that. The trouble is, we're only going to steal 8 attack, because these two are still going to be stealthy, Arachnian Weaver and the hero, but we can still take that last bit of attack from them. Slightly risky, but I'm going to go with it. Yeah, that worked out very, very good indeed. Now, Hunter's marked, so they take double skull damage. That's going to be 260 odd, and that is that game. Dangerous team dispatched nice and quickly. That was 3,283 Guild Wars points. Alright, Battle 2 is against Shining Innie. Mercy, Moonrabbit, Doomed Scripture, Ishtara. So a similar kind of idea, I presume. The Scripture creates a mix of 6 yellow gems and skulls for every yellow enemy. This is more something for Yellow Day. Another team that didn't sort out their defences in that little glitch thing, I'm guessing. Moonrabbit converts all blue to yellow to charge that up. And Mercy transforms purple to yellow to boost the effect of giving life and cleanses all allies. So the idea is going to be much the same as the last battle. Still going to entangle that first enemy if we can. The only difference here is the fact that Mercy will cleanse our entangle absolutely straight away. But I'm still going to roll with this. I think it's the way to go. They may cast Moonrabbit first, so yeah, I'm going to go with this. Same team. Hopefully the same result. And not a fantastic mix of green on the board to start with, but certainly worth casting. If you're going to cast Leprechaun, there's no point even looking at what these convert, because it's going to completely change as soon as you cast Leprechaun and you go with whatever happens. Okay, they've got it going now. They've got this scripture ready. Need to get the first troop entangled and everything. So we'll cast this on Mercy. Oh, that is actually a bit annoying, because if they cast their scripture again. But it's largely ineffective, you see, because the thing is, create a mix of 6 yellow gems and skulls for every yellow enemy. There isn't any. So, yeah, this is nothing to really worry about, I don't think. This Chara is probably the most dangerous enemy here, to be fair. Hey ho. Can only fight what's put in front of you, so we'll go with this. Right, I'm going to put this on Ishtara because that explodes a lot of their colours, which is what we want. Now let's go wild with the Wild Queen. No extra bandit, which is good. 124 is not going to kill them straight away. Yeah, so I'll just take a ordinary skull hit. They're only doing 8 retaliation, so I'm not actually worried at all about what they're going to do back to me. I might cast this on Rabbit because the bottom troop already has all those effects on them, and Rabbit has the colours I'd like to explode. Alright, and let's get rid of their barrier. I'll cast in the bee. Oh, they got another beast transformation by lycanthropy. We've been silenced. Shh. Don't say a word. Alright, come on. It's bandit time. Alright. Oh no, they're going to be... let's do it with a B. Another backup, wow. It's impressive. But at least they're no longer hidden from me. No longer stealthy. When you've only got stealthy opponents left, nobody is stealthy anymore. And there it is. £1,368 points that time. Alright, battle 3 is against the Shining Watchman. You got a Savage Hunter, Sister Superior, a Writhing Staff, Apotheosis in Monk class. Right, this is far more dangerous than the other two teams. And one of the main reasons is Sister Superior and Apotheosis with Savage Hunter. Savage Hunter we know about, explained it on the first fight I think it was. Deals so much damage against green enemies, it's crazy. We'll be lucky to survive a single hit on skulls. But the cool thing is, for them anyway, Sister Superior cleanses all allies and starts with full mana. And when Sister Superior is in the team, that she will cast straight away. That's one of the cool things about the defense in this. The AI does do it in a sensible way. I don't think I've ever seen Sister Superior not cast straight away when she's in the side. So the entanglement we're going to put on Savage Hunter at the beginning is going to be absolutely worthless. In Archer class, we do have this root trap at the beginning, entangle the first enemy, but that is going to be absolutely wasted, so I'll have to take a look at that. As well as that, Apotheosis is going to convert green to skulls. So if there's green on either side of the board which convert, make a skull match, we can't control that. And then all we can do is cast Leprechaun with this team and hope for the best. And even then, it may still work out and give them some skull matches or something like that. So this is not the right team for this, I don't think. See what else I've got. No, I don't want that. Same theory. I don't want to cast Leprechaun, you see, because it's literally in the lap of the gods. How things work out for you afterwards. This is better and a good defense against this. If Apotheosis starts off with some really cool green to skulls which we can't stop, say they're on both sides of the board, then we can cast Spirit Fox to drain 7 of their mana. Remove yellow gems. We'll still have to take a look at that to make sure we don't give them any skull matches afterwards, because like I say, Sister Superior will cast first, and then we don't want to give any skull matches to Savage Hunter. But we're going to have King Avalon as well. All allies start with 50% mana and has a summon. That is pretty handy because we can lose a troop or two against this team. It is very easy to happen. And Arachnian Weaver also has a chance of a summon and webs all enemies. That is really, really handy if we get to cast that, because Savage Hunter then will be reduced to 4 damage because the magic is 62. When you web an enemy, reduces their magic to 0. So this is 62 magic. 66 damage means they'll be doing 4 damage. So even triple damage will only be 12, which hopefully we can cope with. Right, so I think this is absolutely the way. Writhing Staff creates skulls as well. There's no cleanse in this team right now. No cleanse by anybody, any troop. And damage is not the key. That is plenty of gems. His damage by spell doesn't matter too much, and that's same with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the medals on this. I am going to actually all out cleanse. We don't. One little thing to note here, little tip, is because we've got 2 of our troops starting with 50% mana. The hero starts with 50% mana, and Spirit Fox starts with full mana. You do not need a Medal of Honor. You can get rid of that, chuck something else in there instead. In this case, I'm not even going to go with Nisha because I don't need that either. I don't think it's not going to make that much difference. Go for 3 lots of Orpheus. This doesn't mean 30% chance to get cleansed, by the way. It is 3 separate 10% chances, which is still better than a single percent chance. A single 10% chance, of course. But just pointing that out, it doesn't suddenly become a 30% chance. 3 separate 10% chances, which is mathematically ever so slightly less than a 30% chance. Right, so let's go with this. The reason why I put that on is because of this. If they get to cast this, we're going to be entangled, and that's going to really mess us up. Right, so I still think Archer class is a good class, even though the beginning thing is going to be wasted. Let me just check there's not something I can swap that for, because like I say, that entangle is going to be utterly wasted. Oh yeah. If you're a new player, you might want to put that onto Light Fingers, but it's not going to make any relevant difference to our team. And I may want to cast Spirit Fox onto Sister Superior, so I will leave that as it is. Alright, to battle. Let's hope for the best. This is easily the most dangerous team so far. And we're frozen on a purple, which is the Mana Surge we had, so it's going to be annoying. Right, and there you have some... No, they don't. It's not that one. Right. Green to Skull, let's take a look. Yeah, they got it here. Right, I need to get this right, because this is already a dangerous moment before a single move has been made. There's no natural skull matches, but if I cast Spirit Fox onto Apotheosis to drain their mana, we're going to remove the yellow gems. So I have to work out where they're going to fall to. So this is going to change nothing. So there's no skulls here. This is going to bring this skull down to here, so that doesn't make any difference. There's no yellow there, and that one's going to be coming down to there, and that one to there. Right, so it looks like it is safe to cast this, but the only worry is I'm going to be giving them... No, I'm not. Just going to bring that down. I'm going to give them a 4 match anyway, at the very least, on purple. But that's not too bad because they don't actually use purple. But they may get a skull hit after that. I don't know. I'll have to wing this because otherwise they are absolutely guaranteed to get a skull hit. On this one here, sorry. Keep on looking at that one for some reason. So, yeah, I have to go with this. And they're still going to get a skull hit, and we're dead on 1. This is where the double summon thing is quite handy. So we need to get Arachnian Weaver charged up, or I can try and get this charged up straight away, and he has a summon. I think I need to get someone in place really, really quickly. Some Mana Surge that is guaranteed. They are enraged. But I need to take the green myself. Yeah, can't really risk giving them that. Right, you don't cast King Avalorn that often. But I will in this case because I want someone... There's a meat shield up front. Alright, now let's at least get them webs so it reduces the chances of their spell actually being super devastating. Alright, Apotheosis is going to have his spell up soon with any red or yellow because no one else uses red or yellow. This may get up my Dryad. It's actually quite a handy troop. I remember this being so handy as a early player. It was really, really handy. Did like it a lot. But what should we do right now? Don't like the fact that that Dryad is mana blocking my Arachnian Weaver. Their Savage Hunter is about to be up. So let them have green. I can kill their Savage Hunter, but not their Savage Hunter, their Apotheosis. With Spirit Fox. And they get brown anyway, so their Savage Hunter is going to get up anyway, regardless. And they've still got that bad skull damage, but there's not many skulls there right now. There's only a few yellow to remove, but I don't mind that. This is a tricky little decision to make here. Because they're still webbed. They're not doing... I don't care if that gets charged up, actually, so... But the skulls is a dangerous thing, even though there's not anything there too bad right now. Alright, my instinct is to get rid of Apotheosis. So that's what I did. That's going to give me purple and a good hit on them, so that is worth doing. Wow, they got cleansed just at the right moment then.
Mana surge.
Give 5 life to an ally and heal 48 life to them, bury them, and create 8 green gems. Okay. Hopefully this will work. So I will cast this on my Ratnian Weaver. No, it didn't do us too much good, but we've got the barrier. That is one of the main things. I need to get my Weaver up. I can do it this way. That's going to give him a skull hit, so that's no good. Or this way, or this way. No, I'll do it this way. Right, okay. So at least they're webbed again. But we're about to get entangled when they cast their Writhing Staff. It's going to be double blue. This will give me purple and blue for sure. Right, I think we need to take out that Savage Hunter. Now entangled on the first enemy, so they're doing 70 damage, so we're going to take at least one skull hit. There's no way of getting rid of both of these sets. This is some really bizarre set of cascades afterwards. So the fact that they're going to hit me and I'm going to hit them afterwards, I am going to get some mana for my Weaver. Now the Orpheus is kicked in and we are now entangle free, so that is at least one good thing. I'm going to take that one. We've got a barrier up again on their Writhing Staff, so that is annoying, but we're going to get an explosion out of this because they are going to die. If we get any lucky cascades from that. That's going to be an okay amount of damage. Let's protect our Weaver. Alright, let's get rid of that barrier, because otherwise they're going to hit us back with that. Let's get them entangled and then Avalon can finish off. No, we won't, because they were... I didn't notice they were submerged. That swirly blue thing there is submerged and that was damage to all, but hey, oh no, they're still barrier. So this is not going to be the end right now. Wow. Right, so we lost a Dryad. But when we kill them, we got a 75% chance of getting a web spinner up, so we could still finish with all troops. And there it is. So we still finished with 4 troops. Bit of a struggle, but it is a dangerous team, and a win is a win is a win. And all that. Right, and that was 1,405 points against a particularly dangerous opponent there. Right, fight 4 is against Banassi, Moonsinger, Malcandessa, Queen Beatrix, Doomed Libram. Doomed Libram deals scatter damage, then creates a mix of 6 green and skulls for every green enemy. So that'd be the maximum amount. That's pretty dangerous. And so the key to that is, again, to try and entangle the first enemy to reduce that damage they do from that, making that virtually useless. And Queen Beatrix is dangerous. That thing can just keep on casting. Does tend to repeat cast quite often, and it can just literally end the game itself just by just stinging us to death. There's 2 ways to defend against Queen Beatrix that are really effective. Either web, reduce her magic to 0, thus reducing the damage output considerably, or by submerging everyone in our team. That is a really effective way, because these 2 are basically here to convert green. Convert purple to green and convert yellow to green. So these 2 are simply there to feed these 2. So we need to defend against Queen Beatrix and this at the same time. This team, would this be any good or not? We'd start with our entangle, so that's okay. Queen Beatrix does have that 4-match cleanse though, so that is a little bit dangerous. And Reckoning Weaver does counter Queen Beatrix to a degree because of the web. And she's in the last 2, so that is actually, well, it doesn't actually matter because you web all, but we do damage to her in the last 2. So this is actually pretty good because, yeah, I don't mind this. And King Avalon is there for a summon. Spirit Fox can take away anything which gives them a good match, so that is a good team for that. Or we could just go all out and see if, no, I like the other team actually. I like the other team more. Another way to counter this would be to, and it's something I still might consider, and that is to throw in Aquaticus into the mix. Submerge all allies when matching 4 or more gems. A single 4 match will submerge all allies, then will be completely safe from Queen Beatrix. But to do that, I'd have to swap her for Spirit Fox. And because I don't want to swap it for King Avalon because that takes away the 50% start for Arachnian Weaver. So is that 4 match, getting a 4 match more valuable than Spirit Fox? And I would say not really, because if they start off in a team where you have no way of changing this, but you could have changed it with Spirit Fox, then it doesn't matter what Aquaticus is there for. So I'm going to go with this one. Same team as before. And hope you're getting the entangle that stays there. And obviously the non-conversion for them in a major way. Right, so the first things we need to look at is their conversions. Purple to green. Nothing doing there, nothing doing there. So a little bit of value there. So that's not too bad. A yellow to green is much worse. That is a 4 match over there. But because I can control this simply by taking this green here, which I want myself, I'm not going to cast my Spirit Fox at this moment. Just going to take it normally. I think that's the best thing I can do at the beginning anyway. Right, that's okay. They still have purple to green, so we still have to be wary of this. And this is a really big one here. The scary thing is if they've got it on this side somehow, and they don't, so okay. But the thing is Spirit Fox doesn't actually remove any gems anymore, so no way of messing up the board that way, but at least I can take away this green here, which I pretty much have to do. Now, hopefully they don't keep on repeating. Laugh at the gods now, whether this keeps... Oh, here we go. Honestly, B is never this effective for me anymore. She just doesn't do that for me anymore now, the B. But on the AI, that is what can happen. Oh well. Stuff happens in Guild Wars. I can't actually remember the last time I cast a B continuously like that. And just got, like, killed the opposition just as simply as that by B continuously recasting. I'll go with the same team again. Try and get some revenge. Purple to green on their side. Nothing too major. And yellow to green is very good for them there. Suppose I better take the yellow away with Spirit Fox. So I'll cast the spell on the actual first troop. Because with yellow gone, should make it ineffective. Let's try and get some revenge on that bee for that annoying thrashing. But that's what she can do. That's why I actually love Bee, because she's absolutely awesome. Right, I might accept that skull hit by collecting purple, which I need for my Weaver. No, they didn't take it. That's surprising. Can't really resist this skull hit and green at the same time, though. That's worked out good. Right, so it's definitely going to go on one of these two. B, you annoyed me. You're getting it first. That stops her being able to cleanse as well, which is really, really handy. Now I can do Arachnian Weaver. Get extra damage on the troop that's got all these status effects on them as well, which is nice. I'll just do a little bit of damage while it's there. B is not a threat at the moment. Let's give her a little bit more punishment. Now let's entangle and freeze, stun, everything else there, book. Makes yellow disappear. Spirit Fox. I'd rather get Arachnian Weaver up. Let's take that while it's there. Yellow to green is coming up if I kill their first troop. And they've got that quite a bit. I'll accept that skull here if that's what they want to do. This can give me green and purple, so that's not too bad. I'll chance that. Purple to green. A little bit of value on this side, which I'm not going to be affecting, and yeah, that's quite important to take this. But they still got it up and managed to get the cleanse at the same time, which is what happens? I'm going to save my Avalon just in case I need it. A little bit of skull trading about to occur now by the look of things. Can't see any way of getting 2 hits one after the other, which is what you're looking for when there's this amount of skulls around. A couple of chances of 4 match if a skull drops in the right place, but nothing guaranteed. Alright, let's take out that troop at least. Mech Weaver. I'd rather get my... Oh, what happened there? Was I not paying attention? Was I hunter's marked and didn't notice? Or something? Anyway, that's why you're here. King Avalon, or one of the reasons why you're here, to create a summon.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Right, let's, oh, 43 true damage boosted by gems removed. Oh, okay, it's enough. Let's get rid of that annoying book. Oh, he's got the... he's got, anti-magic sphere. Reduce damage by 20%. So many things you have to pay attention to in Guild Wars. It's great. Convert yellow to green. There's only 1 yellow there, so that's not going to be particularly bad. And none of my colours to get my Weaver up. Wow. Got a lucky drop on it though, so that's not too bad. Let's finally get rid of that book and those two. Looks like I'm going to exact a small bit of revenge for that annoying bee defeat. But yeah, only my second single loss of the week, but still annoying. That's not annoying. I lie, it's the wrong word. Not annoyed in the slightest. It's just way it goes sometimes. That is the good thing about Queen Beatrix. And if I'd have gone with the Aquaticus choice, like I said about, that couldn't possibly have happened. So a lot of these things are down to choices and risk versus reward and all that sort of stuff. Right, and then finally going to get finished by a wood Rhinax. That doesn't happen very often. Right, so a loss. We had a loss today. 1,516 Guild Wars points. Which means we have a total of the day of 7,832, but there it is. Now it is, there's the Guild Wars battle. So if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out a lot, and I'll catch you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. What did I do in total? Oh, 52,850 after a couple of single defeats at the start and the end. That's how it goes. Bye bye.